Hey, Fluffy, I got a question for you. All right? This is very, very important. Pay attention. I'm not rubbing your ears. Stay there. Listen to me. I know we normally do this at the river, but we're gonna have to do this here. How many points are the Panthers getting tonight? Come on. Say something. One lousy point. Dude, you better be wrong.
You ready? Here we go. They did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
All right. Here we go, Panther fans. We still have an opportunity to have a nice, big, fat, juicy date with the Boston Bruins in about 3 weeks. Bob is still sick. Bennett is still hurt, so we're still going with Alex Lyon. If you bought the ticket in the preseason for Alex Lyon saving the Panthers season with less than 10 games left, let me know. Let me know. So now we cannot overlook the fact that, Columbus has beat us before. I know they have some injury issues, but this is the last game of, at this point, the most important road trip of the season. 5-4 Panthers. I don't care if we go to overtime. I don't care if it takes 3 overtimes. Remember those games? Remember that stuff? Man, right. Hockey used to be so much different, man. Overtime periods were full 20 minutes. And like so many times, teams would just play for the tie. But the Bruins did not play for the tie today. They could have. Pittsburgh kept battling them all day long. And the Bruins scored with, I didn't see it, but I was checking the score. And somewhere in between 2 minutes, 1 minute left, Boston scored. That's got to hurt. That's got to hurt if you're a Penguins fan, because even just getting that one extra point, getting that sucker to overtime, could easily be the difference between in or out. It's right there. It's right there, guys. Now, we don't control our own destiny because now Pittsburgh has a game in hand, so we can end the game. If we win today, we can end the weekend, or end today, if I could talk, we would be 1 point ahead. Pittsburgh still has a game in hand. Luckily for us, they play again tomorrow, so we won't have to wait very long to see what they're going to do with that game in hand. Get the 2 tonight, and maybe Owen Tippett do us a favor. They play the Flyers tomorrow. Is that the Penguins and the Flyers, or is it the Islanders and the Flyers? I get so confused. I've been looking at the schedule of all these teams with laser-focused vision that it's all just a giant mush in my head. Get to 2 points, and then tomorrow we watch the scoreboard. All right, 2-0 Panthers after 1. Looks good so far. Alex Lyon looks pretty good. We're actually going up against Hutchinson, who, as you know, had a cup of coffee with the Panthers, I believe it was last year, right? Yeah. So, stay healthy. Stay out of the box. Don't give them any reason to think that they have hope. And for the love of God, can we get Duca's goal tonight? Okay? This should be the night. Verhaeghe's got one. Duke did get an assist. Okay? Duke did get an assist. Verhaeghe got one. Reinhart got one on the power play where he was so close to the net that when he shot, he couldn't miss. But tonight, let's get Duca's goal, please. Okay? Enough is enough is enough is enough. Right? Let's move on to second period. All right. It's a nice Saturday night. It's 4-0 Panthers after 2. The Lightning are beating the crap out of the Islanders 4-0. Carter Verhaeghe has a hat trick. So let's do this. You guys know the rules. You've been watching this stuff long enough. I mean, you would think I would have already done this 100 times. It's so close, you would think it would be easy. I still haven't managed to get the hat to hang off the microphone on the string. Come on, is Carter Verhaeghe the first Florida Panthers player that I get to do it? Come on, let's go. 1, 2, up. Ah, damn it. Oh, well, we need the Duke goal. Please, please. Ekblad did one thing. I'm trying to be nice to Ekblad for April Fool's Day. So I said at the beginning of the period that I wanted him to do something that I could compliment him on, and Duke could get a goal. Before I could finish saying that, practically, Ekblad got an assist on the first goal of the period. Duke had a shot at the end of the period, right into the belly, right into the bellies of the goaltender's belly. Come on, Duke, please. All right, let's finish this up. Stay healthy and get 2. All right. Well, let's do this just like we used to last year, because last year this was a common occurrence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 points. And it's currently what, 4-5 nothing, Tampa over the Islanders. I told you. I said it. I ain't the only one that said it. It's not like it's classified information, but with the schedule that the Islanders had, Lightning today, Canes tomorrow, and then I believe it's Tuesday, the Lightning again, whenever their next game is. So we're not out of any discussions here. We are in good shape right now. Now we're going to end the night technically in the 8th seed by a point, but Pittsburgh has a game in hand. They play the Flyers tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. It's a point. We are a point ahead, but remember, we have the tiebreaker on them. And also now, with this win and the Islanders losing, we actually are tied in regulation wins with the Islanders, and that's the tiebreaker. So it's possible as this goes on with these last few games, we might actually end up with the tiebreaker over both teams. And wouldn't that be something if, like, all 3 teams finish tied? Right? I wonder if that's ever happened before. I'm sure somebody will know the answer to that question. All right, so Carter Verhaeghe. Oh, man. Didn't realize he was getting to his 40th goal after he got the hat trick. They kept feeding him the puck. Why are they forcing it to him? Get somebody else to get some goals. But then he got his 4th goal, and that was his 40th. So that answers the question of who's getting the 40 first. When he gets hot, man, he gets hot. And this is just the right time to get hot for just the perfect time. Unfortunately, we did not get Duclair's goal, but he did end up with 3 assists. And he would have had 4, but I guess they took the secondary assist away from him on the first goal. So good to see him contributing offensively. I know the goal is going to come, but I guess maybe now we'll say, okay, how about at home? We'll get your first goal at home, right? What else did we see tonight? I mean, look, let's face it, Columbus is not a good team. They had a lot of injuries. They're not playing for anything. They were playing Michael Hutchison at goal. So this was not a shocking result. But again, we got out healthy. And now, kind of talk about this a little bit on the stream. We lost 4 in a row. And then Alex Lyon came in. And we've now won 3 in a row. And I think he gave up, what, 4 goals in the 3 games? Now, if Bob is healthy on Tuesday against the Sabres, who plays? I mean, Alex Lyon just got his first shutout. Congratulations. Well, actually, first shutout with us. I'm gonna clap my hands like it was his first NHL shutout. I don't know if it was, because I was talking to Stu when Steve and Randy were finishing up the game. So either way, your first shutout with the Panthers or your first career shutout Either way, congratulations. And do you take him? Do you take him out? Do you really take a guy out like that? And poor Bubba, poor Bubba is going to have flashbacks to the end of the year where Spencer Knight looked like he was going to take his job. So, I don't know. You don't want Bob to sit for too long, right? You don't want Bob to sit for too long. That's number one. Number two is a game against Buffalo, who is going to be fighting for their absolute playoff lives. Is that the game? Is that the game to throw Bob back out there when he hasn't played in a little bit? Is that the game to tell Alex Lyon, well, you're going to be our guy until you screw it up, right? Because if you don't start Bob, you're telling Lyon, like if he goes out and he gets another 1-goal victory, when do you take the guy out, right? So I don't know. Most likely, I can't judge for sure, but I would think most likely Coach would go back to Bob. But it's not like Lyon is a kid. He's 30 years old. He's a veteran. So it'd be interesting to see. I had a feeling we wouldn't see Bob tonight. You know, once he said he was sick, I kind of had a feeling as long as Lyon was playing well, we wouldn't see him on the road trip. But Tuesday is going to be lit against the Sabres. Okay, they are nipping at our heels. All right, you know, if they lose, they're pretty much done. But if they beat us, even if they beat us in regulation, especially, that puts them not in as good a position as us, but it keeps them in the game. So that game is going to be interesting. And then the following game after that is Ottawa, who again, that could be a game where if we beat them, they're close to eliminated. But I don't necessarily think either one of those teams are going to catch us. But, I mean, it's not, if you look at this, the games played and the points and the schedules, it's not out of the question for the 7-8 seed to be the Panthers and the Sabres. I'm just saying that is not out of the question yet, okay? The Islanders and Penguins have not clinched a thing here, all right? It could legit end of, you know, last game of the years, you know, that last weekend, boop, 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 and next thing you know, Panthers are 7, Sabres are 8. It can happen. So it's fixing to be one hell of a week. What do we got? What is it, 5 left now? Right? Let's see. Yeah, 5 left. 5 left. Right? 6 left. 5 left. I had my special dessert, all right? And I should be excused from not having any brain cells left at this point. At the end of the year, after they've raised the cup, this summer when I'm looking for content, I'm going to go through my post games in the recaps, and I'm going to post like maybe 10 or 15 of them in chronological order. But each one is going to be like, this team can definitely make the playoffs, and then the season's over. And then they're making the playoffs, and then the season's over. And they're making, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to put together something that goes over like this last couple of months, just to show the different variations of our hopes and dreams and expectations, but going by the date, because quite literally my head is just spinning. Because we clinched the 7 seed, and then, well, not clinched, we had control of the 7 seed, and then we lose 4 in a row, so we went from we're definitely making it to we're definitely not making it to whatever we're at now, which is afraid to believe either one. I think that's where we are, right? Right? Yeah, that's where we are. I don't believe anything. This is all a simulation. It is being programmed as it's happening to us. Okay? I'm not real, you're not real, the camera is not real. You are just perceiving my presence. Okay? It's very clear that we are just continually, it is just constantly being programmed, which explains why if you think something, the next ad that Google shows you is an ad for what you were just thinking about. It's because it all goes back to the one source, All right, and the dude or the girl, whoever it is in charge, is definitely not a Panthers fan. They like to troll us, and so they're putting us through extra special hoops this year. Probably because they know I'm live streaming every game, so instead of just getting emotional game by game by game, I'm like emotional like minute by minute by minute inside of each game. I don't know. Makes sense to me. It's Saturday night. Am I supposed to do this just like straight? Come on. So, Stu and I will be back in the morning. It was a good game. We win. We needed to win. We've won. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. We've won 3 in a row again. Sasha? Barky? We won 3 in a row again. And now to win 4 in a row for the first time this year for our next trick, Sabres, who are going to be hungry to whoop our ass. Tomorrow's big games. Tomorrow, from memory, the Penguins play the Flyers, and the Islanders play the Canes. I think that's correct. So there'll be a lot of scoreboard watching tomorrow. So as soon as you're done watching this, go to bed, get some rest. It's a big day tomorrow. All right? Appreciate all the support. 2 points.